And hello, everybody. Welcome to Grand Tactician: The Civil War. We have the next episode of the War of Northern Aggression. This is a Confederate campaign on the defensive only. So we're going to try to just defend the territory and no invasions into the north. So that's kind of the goal of the campaign. See what we can do to defend the southern territory. We can invade the neutral states. So we're allowing ourselves that room. So Missouri, Kentucky, Maryland, and Delaware. We can invade in there. If this campaign goes really long, like into 63, 64, and we may change up the rules a little bit. Let's review the strategic situation, and welcome to everybody to the stream. I see a few people already chatting in the chat. So we were chatting about forts and I think it's just I think the standard is like 50 days for most forts. I haven't seen with engineering brigades attached. I haven't noticed any major difference with forts being built in a less time. So I'm sure we're going to build some more forts here in this stream. We are building one railroad already. That would be, I think it's the Houston and Shreveport Railroad we have being built. It's 66% done. The only other one we can build is the Little Rock and Dallas. It would take us 515 days to complete. So that alone doesn't seem worth it. Although plus 1,000% transportation capacity increase. Good day, Josh Coffee. How are you? Good to build railroad for the tax revenue. So we do have one being built. We need... Looks like, we need, is that Lexington? We need Lexington to build that one. So, yeah, maybe we build the Cumberland Gap Railroad. 647 days. Now, I think when you're building the railroad, it's adding tax revenue as it's being completed incrementally. Every penny counts. One little snafu about we ended the stream on that battle at Fort Smith on the Arkansas River. So when I went to save the game under load and save, guess what I did? I was trying to save over the last save game, and I hit load, and the autosave did not autosave the battle. So what that means is we're going to have to refight this battle. So yes, Lexington is on the agenda. Eventually, of course, Kentucky is on the agenda. But yeah, we that major victory from Benjamin McCulloch, we're going to have to redo that. But let's set the stage one last time here for anyone new joining the stream. The ground rules in this campaign, it's a defensive campaign as the Confederate States. We are trying to fortify. We've built forts along the Potomac. We have our army under Lee at Alexandria. The Federals seem content on staring us down from across the Potomac. I've got Joe Johnston busy building another fort at Leesburg to prevent the crossing there. We already have a fort at Fort Hood at Harper's Ferry. Right. So the bad news is we have to redo the battle. The good news is we're going to start the campaign with a battle. So it depends on how you look at it. We have George Koch moving into the Appalachian Valley. We're probably going to build a fort at the Cumberland Gap. Also, probably scout out in eastern Kentucky here too. We don't have our river scouts can only go so far up the Cumberland River here. Yeah, that's as far as they can go. So we have bad intelligence here in eastern Kentucky. Nashville is pretty well fortified now. We have a Fort Trey-Boo garrison. We also have Bragg with about 14,000 men there, while Albert Sidney Johnston has fallen back to Jackson, Tennessee. And we are building a fort there and a depot to either strike at Columbus eventually or support Bragg, maybe moving into central Kentucky. Don't know exactly how we're going to play that one out yet. Right now, our attention has been diverted towards Arkansas. We have we are building our telegraph station here at Little Rock. Sterling Price has a engineering division here that he's using to build that, ready in 5 days. So telegraph station ready in 5 days, and then we'll build another one to connect at Fort Smith. So we'll get Arkansas in the loop, in the telegraph loop, and I guess we'll just kind of move on and fight this battle as, again, we should outnumber this Union force by a few thousand. So, okay, here we go again. 30 guns to their 27. Nathaniel Banks. Let's fight this out. Let's see if they give us a different map this time, too. Sometimes they'll, I've reloaded a save game at the start of a battle in the deployment phase and gotten a different map. I don't know if that's still a thing. The Union fields 10,000 men under Major General Banks. Oh, we're getting the same map. Is this the Wilson's Creek map? Our scouts reports the enemy is near Arkansas River, Arkansas, and our army is to prepare for battle. We are facing the Army of the West under command of Nathaniel Banks with a strength of 10,000 and 27 guns. So it looks like we'll maybe do the same strategy. I was hoping to have a different setup. Now they actually have a victory point further back at back here at Cross Timber Hollow. It is 6:18 in the evening too, so this will probably move on to the next day right away. The Terror of Ugly. He was shot dead by a jealous husband, wasn't he? Van Dorn was a pretty good general. He's another one of those what ifs, because he was shot dead by a because he was a philanderer. He loved the ladies. He was a ladies' man. But yeah, I think someone's husband killed him. Well, in the first battle that we did, well, the Union set up around Winton Hollow Road. they actually had a decent defensive position. Now, the trade-off to that, even though they were well fortified, we had Breckenridge go all the way around the Benton detour. Kind of similar to the original plan that, I don't know if it was McCulloch or Price at the... That was part of their original battle plan, but then they fell back to the Little Sugar Creek line. Your cavalry commanders are womanizing drunk and all around colorful characters. Hey, what's up, Sergey? Yeah, I think we have the Bald Knobbers who did an excellent job in that original battle. So their fame and glory, although we'll always remember their fame and glory in that original Battle of Arkansas River. Can they do it? Can they repeat their performance? So I think we'll take the same strategy. And then we got Breckenridge. And then we had Breckenridge over here. So he'll march up the Bentonville detour. It'll be interesting to see how the Union lines up this time. All right, we're gonna start the battle. We'll send we'll start with Rains moving forward, and then we'll probably split up Rains as two cavalry brigades to kind of scout along the Telegraph Road, and maybe have the other brigade start scouting up the ravine. Marching columns just for the road movement. I mean, we'll try to scout out first. We'll try not to run into the Union forces in column formation. So we will try to avoid that. So I like to scout out first before we move. Our original battle plan was the Bald Knobbers went up the ravine. We had Pillow's division come up the Telegraph Road. It was a pretty nice... It worked out pretty nicely. And then Breckenridge came all the way around into the rear. Although they had a pretty good fortified position along the Winton Hollow Road here. We'll detach Cheatham and send out scouts. Well, considering we have a slight numerical advantage, I'm not dividing the force doesn't seem as risky to me. Tickle him on his flanks, get him to move from fortifications. All right, they're gonna do the same plan, so they are doing the same plan. So why don't we actually order? We're gonna have the bald knobbers go up the ravine. We just scouted them with the cavalry. So Cheatham, we did the same thing with Cheatham. So last time they showed up because our cavalry scouts were able to scout them. So we're gonna order Cheatham right in front of their faces. We gotta get Pillow moving a little bit faster there. All right, end of the day. If you want to take a look at the battle report. So Union under Banks, they've got Major General Reynolds and Major General Dix. Reynolds is not ranked pretty well here. Looks like Dix is a little bit better ranking. Reynolds got a cunning of 28. Leader, actually, other than the fame, Reynolds probably has overall slightly better leadership, slightly better cunning. The brigade commanders on the Union: Wessels, Benton, Casey. Tyler, Palmer, Burney, and Welsh. So cut through here, round period. So don't go all the way behind. We can do that. So instead of going the wide, instead of marching to 12 corners, we'll stop about halfway down the Bentonville detour. Oh, Cheatham is broken. Cheatham's got to rally his troops, though, as they are fragmented. Let's move. Let's get Hardy up the Telegraph Road with his artillery battalion. Yeah, so we'll set up here. And there is actually a road going straight through. I think in my mind I was thinking it's sometimes the map crease looks like a road, and sometimes I discount it as I think I was discounting this as the map crease. Because I'm just noticing this road right now. I was thinking it was the map crease. All right, so Cutchaw and the Bald Knobbers will form up right here in attack formation. All right, Cheatham, he's still regaining cohesion, but he's doing better. Now he's good. We'll get Pillow into formation as well. And then we'll move forward. So, yeah, it looks like we have about almost 15,000 to their 10,000. We're going to push Cheatham over to the Pratt store. He'll probably end up going to grab the victory objective at the far north. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do like the. Yes, I definitely like the maps overall. Yeah, but there are times where that map creases like, oh, that's not a road. All right, so Cutchaw and Pillow getting in position. I did not detach Breckenridge this time, but Breckenridge seems to be doing all right. Even though he's out of range. Union is moving around. They have the 3 batteries though. Bald Knobber's ready to anvil. All right, let's get. What worked out really well was Hardy set himself up right here. I was hoping not to recreate I was hoping for a different map and a different Union disposition, but we're gonna redo the battle almost like we did before. We did send the Bald Knobbers into these little these smaller little ravine crevices, and that gave them, I think, a little bit of added cover, which I thought worked out pretty well. Union guns blast away, though. All right, so yep, Upton's guns are. We got some counter battery fire. Wonder if Hardy is able to fire. Those guns under Casey look tempting to take. Alright, we're gonna push forward with Breckenridge already. Alright, let's throw some skirmishers out. Let the Union know that we are on their flank. Let's see, Kirby Smith. I'll try to set up here. Maybe he can get a better field of fire on the Union position. I'm going to tell Cheatham to go get the victory objective. He's already detached, so he should be able to get that. Frost will stay by Hardy. Yeah, Winchester in the Shenandoah Valley, like 2 or 3 times. It was the most fought over battlefield in the war. I think the Union gunners are getting the better of Upton. I'm gonna try to get Frost to maybe at least push Casey away. We're gonna halt him and hold him back, actually. Around 70 times. Wow. I didn't even realize it was that much. So we've driven the right flank of the Union position back as they are already falling back. The bald knobbers doing their job. Bald knobbers bald knobbing. Alright, Breckenridge is now not responsive. Alright, we'll push forward with Pillow's division a little bit. Oh, Frost went ahead anyways. He lost 71. He lost 71 men. I ordered him to halt. I didn't want to go in so aggressive against that artillery piece, but I guess they are supported by that infantry. If we get McBride, maybe that's pretty aggressive too. Is Kirby Smith firing at anything? Yeah. People in Winchester are like, what is going on? Make up your mind. All right, Breckenridge. Do I need to detach you now? Will that actually get you going? All right, Cheatham's at the victory objective. We should be taking that. I've ordered Breckenridge a couple times to move to Round Prairie. He keeps shrugging off my sign. He's like, no, no. Rains's brigade is tired. Too much bald knobbing. I would like to get more support for Burbridge here, but he's driving the Union. I let Frost get broken there. Let's shift Pillow towards the bald knobbers. His Rains, he's still a little bit tired. We'll push him forward anyways. I need some support for Burbridge. Although we did drive off one of their batteries, so that's good. Should be able to... there should be no reason why we can't rally Frost. Alright, is Breckenridge moving? Alright, Breckenridge finally on the move. Rains's brigade is very tired. If we can get, look at those uniforms, beautiful uniforms on the bald knobbers there with the yellow. Hardy was firing. I could probably push him forward. Now he's idle. He was firing for a second there. Why don't we actually move him forward? Is Upton still firing? Yes, Upton is firing. And we'll get McIntosh in position. Alright, so Kirby Smith should be able to fire. Is Rains, he's now tired, so he's recovered some. But we got a lot of broken Union men, although Burbridge is now getting flanked. See, we need McIntosh maybe to support that attack. McIntosh might have to rush those guns. Let's get McBride involved here too to hold that Union brigade in place. Hardy is firing now. If Rains wasn't getting so tired. Alright, let's take these guns. So McIntosh is going to rush those guns before he gets obliterated by them. Burbridge should be able to support. McBride needs to protect McIntosh's flank. We did take some guns. Alright, let's see what the damage was done. We took quite a few casualties in that assault. Breckenridge is on the move. We're actually going to try to get him to the Leetown Road. Alright, so our victory objective there is taken. Let's get Cheatham back. McIntosh might be in a vulnerable position here, though. But they're mowing down those gunners right there. That first battery should be breaking real soon. Yeah, McIntosh is... So McIntosh is breaking. So we've inflicted 1,000 casualties, so we might still have a good... Once Breckenridge gets involved, we might have a really good shot at that major. If we can... if McIntosh can rally... Yeah, Cheatham's being recalled. But he's got a while back. Hardy's gunners can cut off the retreat too, to a certain extent. They're going to pay a heavy price trying to retreat. Although we are, Baldnobber's doing really good. Our enemy's already retreating. They've suffered 1,400 to our 1,000. So not as clean of a battle as the last one. And Breckenridge is... We would have liked Breckenridge to get much more closer here to deal out the knockout blow. I don't think McIntosh is going to regroup anytime soon. So it's up to the gunners and the Baldnobbers to maybe score the major. So Hardy's going to throw everything he's got at that 2nd Brigade. McBride's a little outnumbered there. So actually, let's get Burbridge. Let's focus everything on that 2nd Brigade there. Where's Cheatham? Let's double time it with Cheatham. Double time it with Breckenridge. McBride breaks. Could charge with Rains and see. We're going to try to go in an assault column. Well, I'm going to try to wipe out this 2nd Brigade if we can. Let's hear the rebel yell. Oh, they got to go through that fence. Oh, they were already really tired to begin with. Oh, no. Rains is going to get... Rains is going to get beat up. He's too tired. He finally engages. Let's see how he's doing casualties-wise. He's breaking that Union Brigade, though. Let's call in Burbridge to assist. Are we making... Yeah, we're inflicting some damage on that brigade. Where's Cheatham? Okay, we'll order Cheatham maybe to assault these fleeing Federals. Oh, that was Cheatham's detachment. Where's Cheatham? Okay, there we go. Breckenridge might... Oh, we wiped someone out. First Brigade is wiped out. Perfect. That gives us the major. Let's see how Cheatham does against this not fully routed, but broken Union Brigade. Just keep an eye on his casualties. They do have that battery right there that might be able to turn and fire. Well, it looks like we'll get the major. It wasn't as clean as that last battle, but they did the job. Job is done. Can't complain. A win is a win. So the second battle of Arkansas River, if there was a first, is also a major victory. So 1,100 to their... I can't remember what were the stats on the last battle. I'll have to look at the end of the stream of the last one and take a look and see how we did. Captured 3,400 rifles, 16 guns. I remember capturing 16 guns. All right, so Banks is forced back. He'll probably have to retreat out of Arkansas. Magruder. All right, so let's take a look from east to west. Magruder's still working on a fort at Richmond. We have Fort Monroe garrisoned. Right now, the strategic situation, national morale at 78. We are currently researching Industry 2. We've got Military 1, Militia Act 1, and Militia Act 2. The Union still has the manpower advantage at 118. So if we're restricting ourselves a little bit, handicapping ourselves a little bit, as long we cannot do any military policies, any recruitment policies, unless we are behind in manpower. Joe Johnson fortifying Leesburg on the Potomac. We've got Lee. He's already built 2 forts. We have Fort Ewell, which we actually might want to throw a small garrison in there. How to change the head of the army? I mean, you can just replace them, if that's what you mean. I feel like that's not exactly what you are asking. Yeah, we can have Donaldson there garrison the Fort Ewell. Let's see, Harry Gilmore. You find it funny seeing all those city names with Berg in the ending, and none of them have an actual castle name. Leesburg. Fredericksburg. Alright, so garrison there. So right now, Lee's... We got a depot there. Not sure what we want to do with Lee. I'll just have him sit there. I mean, this part of Virginia is well supplied. Johnston's finishing the fort. Well, we'll just keep an eye on the Union forces. Porterfield is building the fort in the mountain passes in West Virginia. We'll take a look at the Savannah Squadron. So we got the 2 ships in the harbor, though, that they're not at 100%. So if we set the fleet to raiding, the fleet operates opportunistically against smaller detachments of ships within enemy blockading fleets. The fleet will automatically engage any blockading fleets within its command radius. And after the raid, it will disengage and to return. Now, I feel like that's just hit and run tactics, but I'm worried that if we change them to raid and they raid that blockading squadron, we're going to wipe out our North Carolina squadron. So I'm real hesitant to do that. But we're going to do it. They're not within range, so... Oh, yep, they're going right after. Alright, that's not good. So maybe we should disengage. Don't want a full battle. I thought they were just supposed to pick on smaller ships. I can't even retreat. Alright, so that's not working the way I thought. So raiding doesn't... I feel like the raiding mechanic is not working. I'm losing my fleet. Two ships sunk. The U.S. warns Europe to remain neutral. Yeah, this is playing out exactly the way I thought it would. So the rating doesn't do what it... I feel like the rating doesn't do what it's supposed to do. We're supposed to... It's like... It's supposed to be hit and run type tactics where you are only engaging their weaker ships. Well, we will... Oh, we lost all the ships. Oh, nice. Oh, no, they have 7. They're just returning the port. We will probably send them to... to the Gulf and rebuild them. All right, well, that was a failure. Do you want a brigade? Do you want a brigade, Jeff? We can hook you up. I don't know if you can build the Hundley. Jeff, name me the. Do you want to be in the Eastern Theater or in Tennessee or the West? Give me a. We'll call it the Miller's Brigade. Give me a uniform. I'll hook you up with a brigade there. Now, the one thing I don't understand, so the fleet retreated back to... I don't see the North Carolina squadron listed anywhere. There's still ships that made it out. You have the Monitor in your Navy? So I don't know if they are rebuilding. We'll check back on the North Carolina squadron in a minute. So September 15, 1861. There's still a slight Union advantage there. You got the Union forces kind of guarding Western Kentucky. We've thwarted a couple of attempts to invade into Arkansas. Let's build the telegraph station here. So McCulloch is now connected. Arkansas is pretty well connected with a couple telegraphs now. And then, so that will be the western half of Arkansas. That will be in the telegraph zone. No, you can't change uniforms after the unit is fielded. That is something I hope they will implement, because there are plenty of times where especially after like certain units like distinguish themselves in battle, like you want to it'd be nice to kind of change their uniforms and whatnot. Just to give everyone a heads up, the lights at my house are flickering, so I don't know, and it's snowing again. I'm in northern Ohio, so we've seen a lot of snow. I don't know if this means that I'm about to lose some power, but if the stream goes dark, it is because I probably lost power. We're going to fortify the Cumberland Gap. Let's see what we have. We have 58,000 volunteers still. That was another thing. I need to consolidate, I think, some of these units. McBride. Yeah, McBride. Yeah, let's do some unit consolidation. You like the music from the 19th century in the US? Here in Europe, just have very dull and not entertaining music from that time. Even marching band music, kind of blunt. Jeff, do you want a brigade here? I can recruit under Breckenridge. Maybe from, we'll recruit some men from New Mexico territory. What about, what, do you want any specific color? FA's in Germany, very cool. Yes, yep. Outside of Cleveland, that is correct. Yeah, we're getting, yeah, we went from no, like the least amount of snow we've had in a winter in a long time to like, oh, it's not record breaking yet, but it's been a lot of snow in a very short amount of time. Um you can just go to the I should have a link in the description. If you are interested in becoming a patron, just sign up. Um there's certain tiers. It's as little as $1 a month if you want to do that to sign up to the Patreon. I don't have a lot of like exclusive content yet. Maybe in the future there might be more, but you know the colors are designated certain things. What colors are you talking about? Oh, the different colored names. Is this what you're talking about? Butternut, yellow, British black. Is that what you're? French blue. Okay, you are talking about the uniform. Okay, now I got it. All right, Mr. Jeffrey Miller, you're going to leave this to my imagination. We can do like the black on, we'll go British black on the white. Oh, are you talking about the Union sharpshooters uniform? Oh, okay. So the United States Marine Corps trousers, tannish gray, militia tannish gray, British Army jacket. I see what you're saying now. So there's even more information. Union Army trouser light blue. The Prussian blue was Union Army coat blue. Right, British black, British Army trousers. Tiger Zouave, rust brown. All right, that is pretty cool. That is really cool. All right, we got the Miller Brigade formed. Oh, that was the other thing. We have Longstreet ready to try to take Fort Pickens, so we're gonna order Longstreet to assault Fort Pickens with his 8,000 men. I think we're gonna recruit a little bit more for Porterfield. What's going on, spiraling? Where do I live? Northern Ohio, in a snowy part of Ohio, near Cleveland. So it seems like the Northeast has gotten a lot of snow too. When Virginia got hit with a bunch of snow, Ohio didn't get any at that time, and then all of a sudden we got dumped on. Colquitt is political general from Georgia. Let's replace him. Let's find an artillerist. Let's do Robert Trabue. Fort Pickens was never taken. All right, just recruiting. So it will get. I did not change Porterfield. All right, so that's silly. You guys are expecting a bomb cyclone in New Jersey? Never heard of a. Doesn't sound good, does it? All right, so where did Porterfield go? I just want to replace him. All right, something's being silly now. All right, so Porterfield disappeared. Somehow I accidentally replaced him with Isaac Trimble. I would like someone else to be in charge of that army. Oh, you know what? I think I'm just stupid right now, and we need to... I bet you I have artillery still clicked on. Okay, so there we go. Alright, this should be sufficient. So about 10,000 men now in West Virginia. We still have probably 49,000 volunteers. What do we got forming up here in the Eastern Theater? 16. So Department of Pennsylvania will grow to about 20,000. Another 13,000 guarding Washington, D.C. I don't do baseball sims. I do plan on doing other... I'm going to keep the channel focused on strategy and war games. I'm really looking forward to Victoria 3. So you'll most likely see Victoria 3 when that comes out. I want to I might do some videos going over the dev diaries that have been going out to just kind of get up to speed on the development of that game. I've been really focused on Grand Tactician because, one, it's a pretty good game. Two, because it still needs a little bit of work. The developers are still working on the game, so it keeps getting patched up and improving every so often. Like almost every month, every other month, the game is getting patched and improved. Yeah, I've seen Atan Shay, if that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, the Checkmate Lincolnites. I love his Southern soldier impersonation. I love Jeff Davis. Yeah, those are good. Yeah, his videos are pretty good. He does it pretty slickly too, with the playing himself in the two roles with us. And he does a good job. He's got like the split screen that you can't really tell is a split screen. Yeah, I like Paradox games. You've been playing Crusader Kings. Well, I declare. yes, that. Ultimate. Yeah, we can. Right now, it's more time constraints, so I'm kind of focused on Grand Tactician. But I've been wanting once I get that Confederate campaign finished, the one that's been going on for months. I'm getting better at editing too, so I feel like I've been able to put out a little bit more. Just let's play videos, which are they're kind of fun, but they're real simple to do, nothing groundbreaking. The tutorials take a little bit more time just because I want to make sure I'm researching them properly. I don't want to be giving out bad information like I already have in one of the tutorials. But anyways, we got 16,000 men under Johnston. Bragg has 14,000. So I'm wondering if we need to recruit maybe another division under Johnston. So Lee will have about 20, and then Joe Johnston maybe will have about 15,000. Yeah, the AI has definitely been improved. What I'm seeing the problem, though, is not with the AI specifically, although the AI does stupid AI things still. It's improved. It makes me think a little bit more, and you can't just throw men around and easily defeat the AI all the time. It does take a little bit more thought. The problem is, as the players play the game more, they get better at the game. So the AI, no matter how much you improve the AI, the players are always ahead because they're already... So as soon as they adjust to the new AI mechanics, the players are always going to figure out the main weaknesses of any AI quicker than they can improve the AI. If that makes sense. So I think the AI is greatly improved, but I feel like I'm also... my battles are being fought more. The battles I've been playing in the game have seemed to be much better. I feel like it's easier for me to get major victories now that I understand what it takes to get the majors. Yeah, you got Ultimate General is much more, even though they have the strategic campaign. It's not a grand strategy game like this. This is more of the grand strategy. Ultimate General is probably it's more like a what would you call that? Just kind of like a campaign style. It's similar. It's almost. It reminds me if this makes sense of kind of how Panzer General and Panzer Corps are set up, where you play a battle, you move on to, and they're all interlinking, but they're all standalone battles, and you're just playing a campaign from battle to battle to battle. Your units come with you. That's not a. There's strategy involved, but that's not a grand strategy game. So maybe another division of 2 brigades and 1 artillery under Joe Johnston. Pond Jr. was sent to command that. We're going to replace him. Oh, let's do, when we want to do George Pickett. Because I accidentally assigned these guys to corps commands, they auto promoted to Major General. I wanted to do a video series on Panzer Corps, but then this game came out. Richard Garnett. Let's do an artilleryman. Actually, we'll leave Colquitt in charge of this brigade. No, Pickett's going to get the division. Let's do James Kemper. All right, so Joe Johnston gets some more men. We have 43,000 volunteers. We can save them for replacements. Maybe we should build another engineering unit as the. We have Price here. We fortified Little Rock. Where else do we need to go? Maybe he can go to Memphis. Maybe we need to build a fort at Memphis. So we'll send Price to Memphis, and he's going to build a fort there. All right, let's play through. So we're in the middle of September. McCulloch's going to fortify western Arkansas. We're building a telegraph station actually right there. All right, so that's built. We are going to move up to Fayetteville. So now that we've defended Arkansas, we might actually, I'm thinking more of shifting forces to take Missouri. Because again, even though we can't invade the North, we can retake the neutral states if we need to. And we would like to take Missouri. So I'm thinking if we could actually take Missouri and at least hold the Missouri River line if we can hold the Missouri River line to St. Louis and take St. Louis, that would protect our extreme left flank of the overall strategic situation. Then we can move maybe more for an invasion of Kentucky. Because what I don't want to do is kind of if I push into Kentucky, then you got this big bulging salient here that can maybe hit from this side and that side. Fortress Springfield, yep, probably. I would like to build a fort at the headwaters of the, I don't know what river that is, but at Carrollton, we could build a fort here because there's a crossroads there, and then we can springboard our operations to Springfield. I don't think I've seen Ride with the Devil. Now that I was reading, someone had made a comment somewhere, I don't know if it was Facebook, asking what a good Civil War movie in the West was. And I think someone mentioned Ride with the Devil. That's the White River. Thank you, Josh Coffey. So we fortified it at the headwaters of the White River here. Union not doing much of anything right now. Not a lot of movements. We did have our debacle, though, against the Union Navy. I still don't see here. I don't know if this is a glitch or a bug, but there's no ships showing up in the North Carolina squadron. Although there are 7 ships, though, still available. We didn't lose the entire fleet. That's odd. This is odd. All right. And then Longstreet is not moving on Fort Pickens. Nothing. Can you only do like an amphibious assault on Fort Pickens? So maybe I need to set them to use sea movement. Oh, that did it. All right, so had to set him to sea movement to get him to siege the fort. I wonder if this, let's see how this siege is playing out. They have 13 guns. We have 16. This might be a tough nut to crack. And the victory bar is slowly ticking to the Union side. I might have needed more men. Still no Union movements. Army of the Potomac is still forming up in western Pennsylvania. Yeah, the Union commander. We have the Union set at very hard aggressiveness. They're not really doing much. 132,000 men. Maybe they're just waiting to get the numerical advantage, and then we shall see. What's the name of this fort? Fort Fitzhugh. Fort Farnsworth. I bet you I have to garrison that. Where is that at? Welcome back, Ashley. Fort Buckner. We need a garrison there. There it is. Barksdale has some good stats. I don't want him stuck in this garrison. Let's find someone, an artillery guy. Let's do Moses White. Yep, they are. We'll move Johnston back to the Shenandoah. We'll see if they... We're almost going to have to bait the Union to invade, I feel. So we'll move Joe Johnston into the valley. How's Longstreet doing on the fort? It looks like he's going to... He might lose this one. Industrialization 2 policy is selected. Yeah, I've got... That's right. I have Sterling Price moving to Memphis to build a fort there. We need a new policy. Since we're still pretty close to manpower, we're not going to do a military policy yet. I don't want to print notes. See, even impressment gives you manpower. Authorize the War Department to seize slaves and supplies from producers for building the fortifications, while only surplus slaves. We're not going to do that one. I think we can't do King Cotton 2 yet. Although, so I think I need to spend on a policy. We're at max policy, so I believe we need to actually increase our policy subsidies. Striking through the Shenandoah should be a good place to strike out. I think what I'm going to try to do is I might actually see if we can bait them into invading Virginia. But now with the forts there, the Union seems reluctant to push forward. I mean, we could back Lee to Culpeper Courthouse and then see if the Union bites. They'll get stuck on one of the forts, and then we can come in and hammer them while they flail sieging the forts on the Potomac. Foreign intervention policy. We have to spend the subsidies to get there. So we could do. So you want to do diplomacy 3? Which reminds me, I should probably check our army's equipment. Lee could probably use an artillery reserve. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing too, that it doesn't really do a whole lot. Oh, British intervention dropped to 18%. What happened? Oh, the legal blockade. So that was kind of out of our control. Oh no, this is the Sloopy division. That's the artillery reserve. There we got some decent artillery. Where's the Ultima ratio? Where did we put? I forget. Is that out west? Probably with the Army of Tennessee. See, there are some. I could not click on the army there. Yeah, something weird's going on here. Right there. Why? For a second there, I could not click on the units. All right, there's the Ultima ratio. Oh, we still don't have. Yeah, there we already upgraded to 3-inch ordnance at least, but we still only have 6-pound and 12-pound guns. You can change your commanding general manually. It changes on its own based off of certain factors. Or if you manually promote, I think if you manually, can you manually promote a general higher than what Joe Johnston is? So I could probably do, if I promoted Albert Sidney Johnston to lieutenant general, would he take over the general in chief? All right, so Price is at Memphis. He'll start building a fort there. Ooh, there's no good placement there. I would like something right on the river. Let's go up the river a little bit, see if we get a better spot to build. You were able to, so where did you click on here? Did you click in the strategy tab? All right, there's a good spot for a fort above Memphis there on the Mississippi. And then we're going to have McCulloch build a fort right here. I wonder if you manually promote the general. I don't want to, I'm not going to try that now, but funding one policy selected. Well, the Union selects funding policy. You know what we haven't done, and what I wanted to do is, I need to. We're gonna create raiding cavalry units. So I think we'll create a new one in Virginia. We'll start in Virginia. So this will be the beginning of like a raiding cavalry corps. All right, so about 10,000 men. Let's get some cavalry men in here. James Hawes. Or who else do we have? Tilghman. I mean, we could move like a Bedford Forrest over to this. Is that what we want to see, or do we want to? I have actually no. Someone requested him as a commander, so that's fine. We'll leave Forrest where he's at. Yeah, we'll do Hawes. The only foreign forces in the Americas at the time were the British in Canada and French in Mexico. William Steele. Should have actually made him the commander. But he fits the division command there. Ooh, Barksdale. Barksdale wants in on this. Nah, we're going to replace you, actually. Stand wait. Yeah, he's still unavailable. I wonder if it has something to do with policies. He's in Indian territory, but the Union took Indian Wars active. So I wonder if that policy has something to do with stand wait not being available to command troops for the Confederates. Well, perfect. Hawes is in the perfect spot to Fitzhugh Lee. Let's get Armistead out of that brigade. We want cavalrymen. Tilghman. We'll keep these captains for other... we'll probably do another raiding cavalry unit out west. But I don't know if I... See, here's the thing. Do we want to raid Maryland, or do we want to... We don't actually have to set them to raid. We could set them to... Cavalry can capture towns, I'm pretty sure. It takes longer, but I swear I've seen cavalry actually take towns before. So maybe we can raid, in quotation marks, into Maryland and then actually raid into Pennsylvania. But we could use the cavalry to kind of do hit and, like, take depots, maybe disrupt supply chains in the Union. Oh, Price has earned himself a perk for all the engineering work he's done. So why don't we give him the engineers and mechanics, organizing the civil engineers and construction experts from all units into a single unit to be used at a time of need will allow quicker construction progress. So he will get the engineering mechanic. Support is rock solid right now throughout the Confederate States. We even have 75. We have 81 support in Missouri. So that's the last thing we really want to do. We have 59% in Maryland. If we switch our cavalry to raiding the neutral states, the support for the Confederates will drop dramatically. So in Tennessee, we're going to build a cavalry corps. Actually, we have a lot of men in Alabama and Mississippi. We'll build them out of Alabama. And who do we want? Tilghman or Abraham Buford? We'll do John Adams. Native American Cavalry. Let's see if Stan Waite's available now. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there he is. Never mind. We had to recruit a Indian Territory unit. Do we want to make him the corps commander? You got a battle to play. Good luck. Good luck. So we're actually gonna put Stan Waite in command of the corps. Well, I declare. Checkmate, Lincoln Knights. All right, Canty. Ooh, the political general. Well, Actually, since all our support is at 100, I kind of want to save the political generals in case we actually need to increase support in states. We don't need to increase support in states. Oh, I never changed Armistead. I should probably give them some better cavalry weapons too. Ooh, there's Wheeler. We'll save Wheeler for a better command. All right, we upgraded Colt revolving rifle. We have we don't have the best guns, but that's fine. 6-pounders will suffice. Smith carbine, Springfield musketoon. We'll upgrade the cavalry weapons in the east as well. We used them all. Only mixed cavalry weapons. Alright, we'll let those units form up. And why don't we fast forward things here. See if the Union makes any kind of moves. We're building a fort here at Memphis. Up. We got a late autumn Western Kentucky campaign. You got 3 columns marching out of Cairo. Interesting. We're going to move Bragg to Charlotte. We'll let Johnston finish his fort there at Jackson, Tennessee. Rousseau's ships open fire on the marching or the sailing Federals. They're going straight for, it looks like they're going straight for Johnston at Jackson. Let's see if we can't get Bragg there in time. Let's see how strong they are. About 15,000 men, so Johnson should be able to handle them on his own. How many in total? It looks like we got 16, so there's over 30 there, and another 22. We might need to pull in more reinforcements. Price only has 1,000 men, and Koch only has 1,000. Because they're more utility commands. Oh, we're even. We're even manpower wise. We'd have to maybe transfer a unit. Magruder has 3,000 men. We just recruited a bunch more men in the Shenandoah. But it might be better. They might be better used out west. So we may transfer Pickett's division. So Joe Johnson's like, you just recruited these men. Now you're taking them away. Fort Pickens, still the siege is going on. We could try to auto-resolve that, but let's see if Longstreet can't weaken Fort Pickens down first. Probably could actually take one of these divisions from Porterfield and transfer them, actually. We'll give them the brag. Yeah, we'll just split them up like this. So they'll be there in 11 days. Most of the new forts have been garrisoned. Not, you know what? Not Fort Kershaw that was just built. We have not garrisoned that one. He just finished that. But good call. They need time to recruit anyways. Waite is located right now. They're forming up in Alabama, but they'll be the Western Cavalry Corps. Just contact me through the patron and I will get back to you. I don't want Hill in the garrison. All right, let's see what happens next. Oh, what's okay? Is Bragg moving? Bragg is moving, but he's not going to be able to get there in time. Oh, it looks like now both units are going to converge on Bragg. So why don't we actually? I don't want him to run into that. So we're going to halt him. He's going to stay in Nashville. We'll let Johnston fend for himself. Oh, they got stuck on the fort. We'll have Johnston attack. Yeah, that's yeah, now that this unit is stuck on the fort, we'll attack with Johnston. Those ships are really slowed down this unit. Probably could use another fort at Savannah. They've left Missouri wide open. But we will stick with our plan. We'll build the fort and depot here, and then McCulloch will springboard. We'll move on to Missouri, or we probably don't even need to fortify Springfield. We could probably move straight to is that Terre Haute? Oh, Rolla. I'm sorry. That I'll probably just have McCulloch move on to Rolla, and because right now I'm not seeing anything. Now that doesn't mean there's not a Union force here, but We don't have any intelligence there that says so. We'll do siege train. We're down to 19,000. Oh, look. Oh, Fort Kershaw. Looks like Fort Kershaw might just hold. Oh, Johnston's entered the fray there. Oh, we can't assault. Oh, they won't let me assault the... They won't let me attack and fight the Department of the West on the field of battle. So they're going straight for Nashville, although one unit's going south now, down to Tennessee. So we may actually... I'm going to have Cook go to Chattanooga. I'm going to send Magruder over here. Hampton Division. So we're going to send the Hampton Division to the west. We might actually have to break the siege off with Longstreet and send him to Chattanooga. That's annoying. All right, there we go. They'll be there in 11 days. Let's see how Longstreet's doing. They've done some damage to the fort. We're going to auto-resolve it. We'll see what happens. He's going to lose. We lost sight of that Union force down the Tennessee. Fort Kershaw. There is another Army of the Ohio near Lexington now. Porterfield did build the fort at Farnsworth, Fort Farnsworth. Still a small garrison there. We'll throw a political general in there. So we got Army of Indiana 21,000 versus Bragg's 15,000. Awaiting for reinforcements. Let's see if we can find out where that Union army is going. Looks like they're going to lay siege to Nashville. We only have 18,000 volunteers now. Well, deep penetration by the Union Army of the Department of Ohio with 16,000 men. Usually you can only assign to the state they're from, unless they auto assign them, which sometimes it doesn't do it. When I manually assign generals, they're usually only from that state. So these are North Carolinians. Branch is a North Carolinian. And aggressive, yeah, they got really aggressive. So we probably, in hindsight, we should have had the fort on the Tennessee. So they saw that weakness and exploited it. But such a deep penetration, you have to wonder. Oh no, they're actually at Waynesboro. But that was actually a pretty good strategy though. One up the middle, the other two block to the sides. Go straight up the middle. They're not formed up yet. Speaking of, I don't see them though. Where is Waite's cavalry? Army of Alabama. He's way down in Mobile. Yeah, he doesn't. None of the brigades have formed up yet. We're gonna have Longstreet retreat from Fort Pickens though, because I need him up north. Yeah, I would imagine they will be, but they should be receiving some supplies off the river. The problem is, I thought I would be able to assault Sanford's corps as he's besieging Fort Kershaw, but that did not go that way. We should win that siege, though. We outgunned them pretty severely. But we would like the Union... If we can defeat this Union corps, then the Union invasion is in a lot of trouble. Because once we can free up Johnston can tag up with Bragg at Nashville, and we can take out the Army of Indiana. That's what. Yep, it worked. Yeah, we're trying to get Longstreet to see if we can take him to Chattooga. And then, because I want Longstreet in command of this force, not Cock. Can only ships interrupt? They can interrupt. But your units can interrupt too. So yeah, the ships can interrupt, but they do some damage to the units, but they're not going to destroy an army core. They can't, and they don't really. They might slow a crossing at a river, but they can't. They're not gonna. They usually don't block the entire force. Winter is coming. Winter's coming. So Union up to 145,000 in men. They're down to 75 national morale. Pony Express closes. Oh, so it looks like that Union Corps is headed back to Nashville, though. Oh, you know what? Oh, the Fort Trebu is about to fall. Now, if we engage with Bragg, then he gets stuck in the siege, and then the Department of Ohio can collapse on Bragg with 2 corps. What's up, Rosanna Dana? Johnson really needs to finish that battle. They've taken 236 casualties, though. Robert Anderson. But it looks like the fort is about to fall. I'm not going to engage with Bragg until after the fort falls. We'll strike at the Army of Indiana. I wonder if actually... Well, I don't like that path. Let's see if Bragg can actually hit the Department of Ohio here, because they're trying to get back to the Army of Indiana. But we've lost contact with that army. So once Longstreet gets to Chattanooga and those reinforcements come, we'll have about 13,000 men there. I hear ya, Ashley. Chat delay. Oh, there they are. Convention held in London, Mexico under threat of invasion. Disaster at Fort Trebu. Owen surrenders. So that's bad timing on that. Stormy. It's stormy now, too. And now we're in winter. Johnson's got to finish this siege battle off. Now they're about to take Nashville. So, winter storm. Now it's clear. Union passes Tariff Act. Unfortunately, they managed to get... They managed to take Nashville. Maybe we should have stayed in Nashville. But we'll get it back. Army of Mississippi preparing siege. Oh, that's here. Oh, they must have took a defensive stance. Or no, Bragg. See, I think I had Bragg on defensive stance. Ah, it's McClellan. He's got 42 guns, so our 41. All right, let's fight this one out. All right, Battle of Columbia. No, we are not an army with core yet mode. I think that will be the one exception to the manpower rules. We'll research military too just to get the army cores. We are the attackers. So Bragg with 18,000 men. There's the Wilkinson Turnpike and Gresham Lane, so they'll probably be defending right here. Although we can cross north of their position, possibly, if they defend these crossings. Confident, and eager. They are in poor condition, so that deep drive south, now that they're a little bit in poor condition. 52. So our condition is 100. Yeah. We need to whoop those Ohioans. Yeah, so that's good. That's good. I think we have a demoralized, not demoralized Union force, but a skittish. Yeah, I think we're going to try to cross from the at the north crossings. We have Van Dorn, Coffee's. Oh, I spelled coffee wrong. Coffee's Cavaliers. They all and they. Yep. Yeah, they all say poor condition. Second division. Yeah, they're all 52 and poor condition. Coffee. There's no good roads, though. The good roads come out of Murfreesboro. But if we can take McFadden's Lane, we can cross. We'll get some good roads there. Yeah, wasn't I on the manpower report? Or you're talking about this? Are you talking about the commander? Is that Claiborne? With the sharpshooters? Yep. I swear they had the green. Oh, we must have added. I must have added a brigade of non-sharpshooters. All right, so we are going to march over open terrain here. We'll get to the McFadden Ford, and we'll cross at McFadden's Lane. Yeah, we reviewed these. We were looking at the. We didn't look at the commander report. We got Brigadier. We have McClellan. Hamilton's the division commanders, and Hurlbut, Churchill, Baker, Meigs. Under Hurlbut, Hamilton, Beatty, Rosecrans, and Morris. We looked at the condition. All the units are in poor condition on the Union side. We're in good condition. I'm assuming they're setting up either here or just around the objectives, but yep, we don't know. I want to cross north of the objectives and then we'll push south. It's 11:48 in the morning, so it might take some time before the battle actually starts. We'll move forward with Van Dorn first, and then we'll probably detach his brigades to scout ahead. We're just because we're not using roads at the moment, we will have to keep an eye on how tired our men get. They're doing well right now. We'll take a look. We can look at that one last time. Wilkinson Turnpike, yeah, right over here. And Gresham Lane. So those are the two objectives. Training for Zollicoffer is poor. Claiborne training is still poor. Did send some scouts out. And they are, it looks like they have set up in front of Round Forest. So we could cross at Cotton Press or try to quickly cross McFadden Ford. We can set up some guns right here. Let's see what the Union does once they realize where we are located. Yeah, let's see if they shift forces to McFadden Ford. Alright, done event. We can put some guns here with our horse artillery. The fences do not use engineering points during a battle. You can, so it's like free. It's free earthworks. Knowing McClellan, no, it looks like he's at least shifting his line. Maybe we could send. We're gonna send Zollicoffer around. And then I think we'll try to cross with Claiborne right at McFadden Ford. We need to get Parsons guns here too. We got a nice position here for artillery. I'm going to detach McClaws. We're actually going to... see, I don't like... That's bad pathing. You wish they would stop building them the wrong way around victory points. All right, Donovan is firing. Oh, they did. Oh, they entrenched right there in front of that ford. Too bad we're not going to cross at that ford. We're gonna try to get Zollicoffer across the northern ford. I'm gonna send McClaws on a long cavalry maneuver through Murfreesboro. We can get some inflating fire from that gun there. I literally build them backwards, so when you man them, your back is facing it. Very annoying. Oh, where are you going? Where did I order you there, Shoop? I misordered Shoop. I must have accidentally hit over here. Needs to stop. Well, you want Claiborne right here? Oh, I know why. I ordered the entire division to move, and Shoop is attached to the division. Zollicoffer is cross the river. The line of sight is getting blocked by these trees. So I'm trying to actually get more from this angle. Shoop is firing. We're going to cross. I don't see his guns, though. I don't see his artillery. Where does McClellan have his artillery? Probably behind here. Shoop's not firing now. We can try put... Lane is exhausted. Alright, these guys are getting tired. Alright. Don't go that way. So we have cavalry down below them now, too. Zollicoffer. We can have them form up here. We gotta let Bushrod Johnson catch his wind. So we'll move Jones in front of him. I thought I detached McClaws. I did not. Yeah, which sort of coffee this time? Lane is exhausted, though, from marching his guns. We'll try to put him over here and then maybe move him even further in front. They're still kind of facing... They're like facing in all different directions. They've got... Alright, time to unleash Zollicoffer. Oh, there's... McClellan's shifting his forces now. I still don't see McClellan's guns. Can shoot fire on those units there. Are we twerking now in chat? What's going on now? What debauchery. Who has Sharp's Brigade? I forget. I have it written down somewhere. Man, Bushrod Johnson. Okay, they're not exhausted anymore, but still very tired. hell, these guns are being difficult right now to manage. Maybe shift a bit more to his left flank so he can't use the railroad as cover. Gotcha. Trying to get early in and around, because then you have... I think we need to move Jones forward a little bit more. Kind of holding him back. But I don't see why not now. Sibley. Let's get Sibley across the ford. Yeah, someone who had the sharpshooters. I don't think I assigned it to anyone. Someone had mentioned it, but whoever mentioned it also, it might have been Randall Odell. But he also has the bald knobbers. All right, so Lane's guns actually got is firing now. What is Jesus Christ? What is Greg doing? Alright. Greg is being very weird. Alright, Donovan is across the river and firing on the Union position now. It took a little while. It's 5 in the evening. Let's see if we can get this battle finished before nightfall. Actually, nightfall is going to happen sooner. It's in November. Can I use the fence to cover? Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that puts him out of range a little bit. Wow, Johnson has remained very tired. I thought I ordered Sibley across, but he did not. Oh, Ledbetter. You need to hold your position there, sir. He was able to adjust his line pretty well. Right there, he's got Jones gets the order. Probably can move up Claiborne. All right, so Ledbetter's not getting hit on the flank, but he's taking quite a bit of losses. McClellan organizing with an organized withdrawal. If we can break the 2nd Brigade there, we opens up the entire Union position. Did you send that division to Widow's Farm? No, what division? I didn't go all the way to Widow's Farm. We came down the Chattanooga Railroad. All right, McClaws is going to try to attack from the rear. All right, I need whatever you can give me, Johnson. Oh, McClellan running away through the river. All right, end of the day. Oh, we've suffered more casualties. Oh, they're going to stay and fight. Oh! They moved, where'd he go? McClaws. Was that McClaws? Where's McClaws? Oh, really? I feel like we can hold, maybe hold them with Greg. Johnson his cohesion is broken. Guess we can maybe throw Sibley on the flank. We'll move up LZ. And then Shoop's guns on the left there. We'll try to keep getting in and around the flank. We've got them kind of caught up against the Stone River. Oh, they fell back. Nice. I've not seen them do that before. All right, well, we'll keep moving to our right. Oh, then they fortified. Nice. Oh boy, now this is going to be a little bit tougher. Yeah, that's the first. I've never seen them actually do that. See, they're actually going to make you work a little bit for this. I'll try to get Lane's guns over here. Well, they're trying to stretch out their line. And they defended the road there. So they defending their left flank. I don't know what Meigs is doing. I don't know if he's a broken unit. Oh no, they're going to try to hit. Looks like they're going to try to attack our flank. I mean, we can go after the victory objectives. Yeah, that little area right there, huh? McClellan sends his cavalry out. We do have some flanking fire, though, from across Stones River. Not sure exactly how effective that is, though. Oh, he plugged a gap in his line. Keep trying to wheel around his left flank. Yeah, we got some guns on Wayne's Hill. How do we lose visual contact on Rosecrans unless they fell back? No, maybe he actually has no artillery and our reports are wrong. Because that was the first battle we fought against McClellan in this campaign. He had no artillery with him. We gotta be careful with Ledbetter. He's already at his loss resilience. I feel like Baker is the key to that position there. We're going to keep John Jones right here. And then we're going to just keep trying to get around the Union flank. Yeah, we're going to try to keep wheeling around, keep edging ourselves around this flank. McClellan looks content on his field position, but I mean, I guess he is anchored on Brick Kiln, this hill right here. All right, Sibley's trying to take the southern objective. All right, Early's going to try to pin down Baker. His cavalry looked like they plugged the gap right here. We just don't have, for some reason, our visual contact keeps going off. Churchill was his cavalry brigade, and they were here. Maybe he's moved them south. Shoot battery. I guess there is that crossing there. He could. Yeah, we'll do that. So we took the other objective. All right, 1st Brigade, Baker, only 78 casualties. He's in a fortified position. Oh, Early just charged. I did not order him to charge. But he does the job. Wow. He's like, come on, boys, let's go. So now he's going to have to either... He's going to have to shift his line. If he doesn't, we can get him on the flank. Right, Early is really aggressive. He just got up and killed it. Yeah, Early's like, let's go. Orders are slow to come in now. There we go. Early's got the crappy muskets. He's getting outranged. Oh wow, don't go straight at him. Thought I had one more. There we go. We have another infantry. Thought we had one more infantry brigade on the flank. We're still losing more than they are. Early's losing a lot of men. It's these musket fire. We need Johnson with his Mississippi rifle. Zollicoffer's kind of far. Well, they just kind of sat there and let us flank them. But somehow we can't seem to get a good flanking fire, though, on them. We have artillery just raining shells down on them. But it looks like we might be causing some havoc now. We've got them all bottled up. Come on. Are you firing? He's engaged. Why are you engaged? Fire. Those Mississippi rifles. Look at the range. They're just... Johnson's just sitting back there, firing away. Alright, now the Union troops are breaking. Ledbetter, he's taking a lot of casualties. Alright, now we're starting to rack up some losses. Or they are. I'll try an attack column with Greg. Let's see how Greg does with this charge. The enemy is retreating. It looks like they do have one formed brigade left, though. I think they finally broke. See if we can get that major. Need to grab this fleeing Union brigade. Let's mount up the cavalry. They run a lot faster than they march. Come on, McClaws. We're not going to get the major. Still time. I forgot about Sibley down here. If we can, we did wipe out a brigade. Yep, there, that pushes us over to the major side. So 2nd Brigade wiped out. Let's see if we can wipe out another brigade. Asking the sharpshooters to charge this 3rd Brigade. We don't do that. That's not our, we don't, sharpshooters don't charge. I don't think we'll be able to wipe them out. The Claws is a little winded. Yeah, I mean, it seems if you I just try to keep meleeing, keep assaulting routed units. All right, so 6,000 to our 1,800. McClellan whooped again. But it was neat to see the AI. Now, if the AI can start pulling, if they can get the AI to start moving, like peeling brigades away from the right to the left, like, so if McClellan was able to start shifting like a 1 or 2 brigades over to his left side to stop that flank attack, then I'm going to have a harder time turning that flank. Yeah, kind of. Batman, kind of what I do too. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Batman. I think a couple new faces, so welcome to the stream. I appreciate your time. Glorious victory at Columbia. So that kind of thwarts their deep invasion into the south. National morale down to 73. If we get Nashville back, that should drop national morale down. Yeah. Unbelievable how passive McClellan is. Who'd have thought? Army of Mississippi provisions only 25%. Oh, well, he lost his base of supplies at Nashville. Well, he'll probably retreat back into Kentucky, and he's got the Army of Indiana. Now, the Army of Indiana has 20,000 men. And Bragg is going to have to either fall back to Pulaski just to replenish resources. Probably build a depot there. Although, once Johnston is done with this battle for Fort Kershaw, that'll free him up for maybe an operation against the Army of Indiana. All right, it is getting into winter time, so if we can kick the Union out of Tennessee for the winter, that would be great. We got Longstreet headed to Chattanooga. We are going to kind of end the stream here, though. I do appreciate everyone's time. Another good stream. If you're new to the channel, check it out. I do appreciate your time. Hit the like button. Leave a comment if you like. I just appreciate you stopping in and saying hello and watching the stream. No, I think they could just be wounded or killed. They could be wounded in action or killed in action, the generals. Everyone have a good weekend. Have a safe and fun weekend. Oh, yes, I have seen a general MIA. That was Toombs in the Confederate campaign. All right, so we'll probably I will schedule streams for next week, and I will see you next week, probably Monday or Tuesday. Everyone take care. Thank you again.